Hey everybody, Omri here, and welcome to another video. I've missed these morning sessions, and I want to do them more often. Fingers crossed, I'll be able to. Today what I wanted to talk to you about is how yoga does not make you invincible. You know, looking out there at the Instagrams and the Facebook and everything online, you'd think yoga is the cure-all to everything. You have a plumbing problem? Just do some yoga. Well, here's the deal. As far as I can tell, as a teacher of 9 years and a student of 12, I have seen plenty of yoga teachers get injured. In yoga, out of yoga. I've seen people do yoga and not get good at it. I've seen people do yoga and not become at all mindful or acquire a meditative mindset. You know, just like anything else in life, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And here's the deal with yoga. Yoga requires a focus and a concentration and the ability to learn and observe in a very different way than other sports. Most of the sports, there's a lot happening at once. There's a lot of movement, a lot of stimulation, a lot getting thrown your way. And you're supposed to start acquiring these extra kind of like focus and being in flow and all those things as you move fast and do these things. That's one kind of energy. And I understand that energy a lot. I think a lot of people who are rev a little high would identify with that. But then yoga is supposed to do something completely different. It's supposed to slow you down. And that's one of the hardest things in yoga. I, for some reason, can do a slow class and really enjoy it. I connect. Yoga and we connected. I understand it. At least to the degree that I think I do understand. And I'm not claiming to know everything or even close. But that slow down aspect and the way into meditation and mindfulness through that, or at least a moving meditation, even a still meditation, for me made sense. But I know that for a lot of people, this slowdown is so painful. You know, that's what I hear also a lot from a lot of people who take meditation is that it's just, they find it hard to just sit still and not move and focus on the breath. I mean, what is that? But what's interesting is that I think before you try to tell somebody that this is what yoga can do for you, you have to explain to them a little bit about how these mechanisms work. And I think one of the fundamental understandings about this is this idea of the observer and what you perceive to be you, the person. And this is a great tool when it comes to understanding how the thoughts and your mind interact. And it basically says that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of these thoughts. So the thoughts come and go, but there's something, there's a layer, there's you, the real you behind those thoughts that constantly observes them, reacts to them, works with them like clay. They're pliable. Some of them are not even real. But your mind bounces off these ideas, these thoughts, and reacts to them and feels things and makes conclusions. And when in reality, these thoughts can be completely changed and influenced. I'm not saying it easy. It's not easy at all, especially for most people who have developed patterns. We all develop patterns. We are creatures of habit. We like patterns. So if yesterday I woke up and I was angry, and today I woke up and I was angry, my mind starts putting two and two together and saying, this is becoming a thing for you. You wake up every day and you're angry. Your life is going to start shifting and changing according to it, because you're going to take this energy and you're going to take it out into the world, and you're going to move with it and you're going to interact with it, and it's going to respond. The world is going to respond to the energy you throw at it. So the idea of actually slowing down and observing ideas and not interacting and committing to them is very foreign at first. It's almost seems impossible. More than just a couple of minutes seems just, oh my God, I need to get up and open my eyes and move around. So, the yoga thing, the ability to slow down and then slowly ask questions and observe and not start ruminating and staying really on point is a process. It's a long process. It's arduous. It requires commitment. I think understanding what the benefits of something like this is really the key to understanding that really the yoga is really not the answer to everything, but what it can do for you is it can provide you some tools that you can learn in other ways. But with yoga, you get the discipline, you get the understandings, you also get it in a way and in an environment that supports a lot of ideas that are positive image, positive self-esteem, self-control. So it's a viable solution, especially if you feel like you need something that's low impact, that's really big, because yoga is a lot less impact than sports or other fast moving things. It's really about slowing down and understanding and thinking and moving. And I gotta say, when I was young, I did not see anything appealing in it. But at some point, it was very valuable for me as a tool because it helped me at a time where I couldn't put a finger on what was happening with my life. Things seemed to run out of control, and I didn't even know how I fit into controlling everything that was happening. Um, some might argue at this point that control is an illusion. Yes, we're not going that esoteric. We're just thinking about how, in a very basic level, if you feel that you need more introspection, that you need that space, that you'd like to at least explore what the yoga has for you, then it's a fascinating journey into yourself. It's a self-exploration like no other. It's you with you in ways that are going to make you feel things and be things, and you're going to have to come to terms and love yourself and embrace all the wonderful things that it shows you about yourself. There are people who take it and get lost in it. They get lost in the vanity of the physical postures. Oh, it looks so beautiful. Look at my long limbs and beautiful postures. There are people who get lost in the meditation part of it. They somehow suddenly feel that they know too much and they have to start sharing it with everybody. And, I think every person has a personal journey about it that should be respected. But one of the great things about having teachers out there, teachers that you respect and understand and see the benevolence in their work, meaning that your best interests are in their mind. Those teachers might have something very interesting to teach you within the constraints, within the frame of yoga and meditation. And that's something that's an incredible thing to explore. So I do encourage you to try it, and I do encourage you to explore it. And if you want to come to my class, be my guest. I'd love to have you there. I'm always happy to have new people, advanced people, intermediate. It doesn't matter. If you're looking for something that's a little different in your yoga practice, and this talk is a little bit of an insight into the stuff that I talk about sometimes in class, then come visit. Come take a class. Let's see what we can do together. Please share your thoughts below in the comments. If you have anything you'd like to ask, it's a great way for me to interact with you and for you to interact with me. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon, because that's going to remind you when another video is going to come out. And like I said at the beginning, I'm going to try to post these more frequently. But till then, thank you for listening. Have a great week, everybody, and I'll see you soon.